found alone.
Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'm in a warm place. Where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, the FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton, Where I Am Now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 FM studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to 1350 AM, 1400 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. We got 2 channels over there on YouTube. It's Cristo Records 1, Cristo. We have FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hnton. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out. We promise.
You promise?
Promise.
Shout out.
Mr. E.
Yeah.
What day is it today?
Today. Is hump day.
That was a nice, clean spring. Cool.
Spring is in the air.
Hump
I
day.
hear music everywhere.
It's a little chilly today in Hampton
That's
Roads.
right. The temperature on the outside this morning about 46 degrees, but it's going to be sunny.
It's fine.
That's right.
We made it through the winter. We can definitely make it through early spring.
That's right. And just don't count out Mother Nature. Mother Nature's got tricks up her sleeve.
Ooh, this is hurricane season.
That's right. So we got to beware of anything possibly could happen.
All right, Mr. E, this is FYI Radio Show's Wednesday segment. What's under the hat? It's Around the Town Community News with Edward Everett. Mr. E, we're introducing our FYI After Dark news segment, your segment. Oh, local news and all kind of tea.
That's right. It's around the town in the 757 and the 252, and with local news and special current events.
Oh, I like that. What's going on? You know, we haven't talked about our local, news for a minute, but you got something for us today, Mr. E.
That's right. That's right. Today we want to congratulate the Norfolk State University Athletic Department for allowing our good friend to behold. Vic said greetings to his audience. I'm getting used to saying that thought for the behold the green and gold as Mr. Michael Vick take his first pledge into coaching his new football team.
Mr. E, are you surprised? Are you surprised that he landed here right at home at NSU?
Well, sometimes you got to go with the local local people, because they bring in money to the 757 just as well. They're not taking their finance and send it abroad, send it somewhere else. They want to make Virginia top where they came from, be back on the board.
I'm glad they're ready for him. At one time, they were busting them up.
That's right, because they folks didn't want to, that didn't think that we could make that money.
Go ahead.
That said, the festival began to remarks from Bishop Kim Brown, speaking to the Norfolk State Board of Visitors. Norfolk State President Dr. Adams Gaston stepped up to the microphone next, highlighting the significance of Vic arriving to the prestigious university. From my conversation, said Vic, I knew he was transformation human. Gibson said, I know he understood what it takes to change young men's lives.
Oh my goodness.
And make them leaders of our institution. It's in transforming their lives. He would transform our football team, our football and our football success at the NSU. Webb took the next stage and welcoming Michael Vick back to the Hampton Roads area and emphasizing that the characteristic that made the Newport News Negative such a strong selection.
That is absolutely fabulous.
So welcome.
Welcome.
That's right. Welcome, Mr. Michael Vick.
Absolutely.
And then this segment is talking about sports in Hampton Roads. And, because Allen Iverson went down and put some loot on the table trying to get a hotel over in the Newport News area. But he's got to go through so many bugs in order to get it done.
You've got to go through the powers that be, all the red tape, the hoops, the loops, and everything in order to land in some of these spots.
That's right. So we letting everybody know that around the 757, around the town, our local athlete that went abroad is coming back to make things happen in our community.
Absolutely. People love NSU, behold the green and gold. When you say Norfolk State University, our local arena here, we just go up. We just love the green and the gold, Mr. E. So congratulations, Michael Vick. Come on, let's do this thing.
That's right. And Miss Hnton, everybody talking about the Norfolk Resorts Casino. That's on its way. The same company, that's right, the same company that constructed the Portsmouth Rivers Casino, they will be the same people that's going to be building the Norfolk Resorts Casino.
Boyd Gaming and Pomoka Indian Tribe, they made the announcement.
That's
Mr. E,
right.
they was fighting at first, but they have come together, and you're telling me this is it?
That's right. That the contract to build the $750 million Norfolk Casino has been swept away from the company assigned to the original plan after changing leaders in the development.
They changed it.
That's right.
They got it together.
They got it together. So get ready for the casino. Get ready,
because it's ready for it, Mr. E. I mean, over in Portsmouth, they're making so much money it don't make sense. But I wonder if it's going to cut into what's going on over there.
That's right. Well, Ms. Hnton, they ready for it. Because when you look at Portsmouth has brought so much money to the city of Portsmouth.
Absolutely.
So if Portsmouth can bring so much money, and Norfolk is not hurting too bad, but if Portsmouth can bring so much money to the city of Portsmouth, then guess what? Norfolk gonna be off the chain. You can look for better roads. You can look for better school buses. You can look for more pay for the teachers. You can look for more jobs that will be aboard.
In that case, bring it. But I'm hoping they have some great shows. I hope they have some shopping. They're going to have something a little bit different than Portsmouth. They're going to have that hotel. They're going to erect parking and everything over there by the waterfront.
They said by 2027, the casino resort will be built, and the permanent resort is expected to feature a 200-room hotel,
yes.
8 food and beverages outlets, and a casino with 1,500 slot machines and 50 table games.
Ooh.
So you have it, the casino is on its way.
Wow. Do you think people think it's a good thing? I mean, it must, because it's here. Somebody must have said, let's have it, let's bring it. The people must be, with it. And, at one time you couldn't, gamble out like that.
That's
now
right.
They're allowing cities, Petersburg, they're going to have their casinos as well.
They don't have to go to Roses anymore. They don't have to go to Williamsburg.
They got to go to.
They don't have to go to those different
Don't
places.
tell them that.
Those can keep that money right here in the 757.
I think as long as people want to try to make money quick, easy money, and gamble, they gonna fill those places up.
Well, don't when I first heard about it, I was thinking that when Paul Riddick was talking about it, I thought he was talking about a riverboat. He was talking about a riverboat one time, but now it's not a boat, it's on the ground by the baseball field out there by the train track.
Absolutely.
I want to switch tracks, Miss Hnton. I got a little bit of casino game going on, but here's some news that the mayor put out. That's doing the other day when he made his announcements doing Norfolk City, the city address Friday. Mayor Kenny Alexander said violence, crime, including homicide, are down in Norfolk. So he announced that everybody is, doing wonderful. Ain't too much mess going on around here. He also announced that.
Go back and read that again. You said that all that is what?
What's
down?
The mayor said violent crime, including homicide, are down in Norfolk.
That's a thing.
That's what the mayor said.
Oh, wow.
And my hat's off to the mayor because he's a local yokel. He came out of Berkeley area in the city of Norfolk, Virginia. Alexander announced that his administration is working on an ordinance that would enable cities to persecute shoplifting. Y'all just can't go in and put liquor in your pants and put the meats in your backpack, go in with stores and take people's stuff. You can't do that no more.
Really gonna get hard on just leisurely letting folks just turning away and saying, all right, well, that was just a piece of pie.
That's right. You going into these stores and pull stuff off the racks and all these clothes and outlets. He said a fair and just justice system must ensure that criminals' behavior, including retail theft, carry appropriate consequence to maintain public safety. Alexander said, enforcing this crime under the city code will allow Norfolk to take actions where the Commonwealth has not. Norfolk Commonwealth Attorney Fauci said, who is currently running to retain his position, respond to the mayor announcement. Fauci said that the office has persecuted hundreds of shoplifting cases over the years, with a report of 11% decrease in 2025. Comparing the same period in 2024, he emphasized his office committing to hold the offense accountable.
Wow, that is amazing. He said, I don't think that an 18-year-old should be a felon for shoplifting groceries. Fate, he said, I think a misdemeanor that carries up to 12 months in jail is more than enough sanction. That's still a lot of time, honey.
If the mayor think this is a problem, the easy solution to pay my lawyers and give the lawyers that I need to do the job, feature added. Yeah.
Wow.
If you're going to shoplift, so hey, look, that's coming from the mayor. That's come from the mayor's desk in the city of Norfolk, Virginia.
Well, look what else he revealed. He revealed some details about a major development project. He provided a few updates, including information on Military Circle Mall, which has been closed for more than 2 years. Mayor Alexander said that the city of Norfolk will work to build a wellness and fitness center at the former Military Circle Mall.
Yay!
He noted that it will serve as an anchor for future mixed-use development.
And also he said that Alexander also said that the project will include a library
Wow.
for the community. This will mark the second facility of its kind in Norfolk, following one being planned at the Ward's Corner area.
You all, I tell you,
Norfolk is coming
doing
up.
their
That's right.
thing.
Norfolk is coming up. So that's more money coming to the city. And then also he said that he was talking about the former military circle, a fitness center, a library for former military city mall. So hey, if you want to know what's going on with the mall, here's your
Yes.
plan right here. And not only that, if you look also, there is something downtown Norfolk, the MacArthur Center.
Absolutely.
The MacArthur Center, the mayor said he also announces that the HGHO Real Estate as master developer for planning the redevelop MacArthur City
Amazing.
Mall in downtown Norfolk. He said that the company has more than 2 decades of experience transformation, retail, and mixed up space, such as Bethesda Row in Bethesda, Maryland, Pipes and Roses in North Bethesda, Maryland. Alexander said HG 80 brings the expertise and innovations needed to unlock the MacArthur site in full potential.
Just the E, that's progress. Everything is going to change. Everything must change. Upward movement. People are just not going to settle for everything just staying the same. Do you remember when malls were the thing?
They were the thing. One time or
Right?
another, you can go to any mall around the city. Well, let's take another step. Malls used to be the same. Now malls have died because
Yes.
they're in Chesapeake Square Mall, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
That's getting ready to tumble down.
They tumble it down. They're going to build all kind of things in that area, Mr. E. Things have changed.
Things
Period.
have changed. Things must change, Miss Hnton, because the city is growing. It's getting larger and larger and larger, and you got to bring more stuff to the people, and then the community, the crimes has gone down so that the seniors can go back outside and start playing, sitting on their front porches and, not being afraid to walk their little animals up and down the streets and to go to the schoolyard. Guys that study on the corners are clear now because the city has changed and Norfolk has changed its stripes, and they're going after getting these folks off the street and the jailhouses, and murder and things of that nature has decreased, and he given these people help.
I think people are. I know how things are going now in our world, our country. But I really believe, Mr. E, that people want the dream, the American dream.
That's right.
I believe people are going after, the things that they want in life. If you look at social media, everybody's up there marketing. Everybody has a plan, a vision. Everybody has a product. I believe that people are taking the time to get theirs, and not through spending 25 years in the poker.
That's right. Social media came around and everybody started spending online. And because everybody started shopping online, that took away a lot of ideas that folks have right here, for grandmama and grandpapa, places that they had open around the 757. That took away of all that community service, all that community bonding, because so much crime has stepped into the city. And so now folks started going on social media.
Do we want to give a police and security props for managing crime and things like that?
Well, we want to give our police officers a pat on the back because they're doing a lot of great things. Sometimes our police officers are blending in the community. They're going into the community. They're playing football with the young men and women out there on the street, basketball court. They're out there playing basketball. I even saw for myself a police officer doing the double dutch, singing the song. a double Dutch bus coming down the street. Yeah, he was singing that.
They're developing relationships
They've
with the
been building a
community,
great
which is that's
relationship.
one of the key things.
And one of the things we got to understand is they getting away with a lot of fraud. Here's something that I want our listening audience to know around the town. If somebody had fraudulent, let's say went and got Verizon telephone bills into your name, and because they picked up Verizon and telephone into your name, you can stop your local police officer and fill out a claim
Yes.
for Verizon. Get a police report. If like they don't have nothing else to do but fill out police report for somebody having fraudulent has picking your name up, and now Verizon is requesting that you get a police report so they won't charge you $2,000 and $3,000 for a crime that you didn't do.
Mr. E, can you remind folk that, especially our folk in the local area, that they need to go to DMV and get that?
That's right. Coming May the 7th. If you plan on going out the city on an airplane, if you plan on traveling on an airplane out of the city, by May the 7th, you got to have that new license on or that symbol on your license. So make it your business before May the 7th. If you plan on traveling around the world, you got two things. You got to have your passport. If you're going to get on the airplanes now, you got to have your passport, and you also must have your license with that code on it so that you can get on the airplane.
Absolutely. Make sure you all understand that this deadline is coming up quick, and
That's
you need
right.
to have it if you are someone that likes to travel. I think even the cruises. I'm not sure, but I think there are certain things that you need when you're cruising. As a matter of fact, talking about local, we have Carnival Cruise right here in our own backyard, Mr. E. You can go to the Bahamas. You can travel right here, get right in Norfolk. I think Norfolk is trying to get everything. They had it one time, it went away. It's back, Mr. E. And you can just walk on the boat.
Go downtown Norfolk
and cruise. It is lovely.
Right.
I've done
That's
it.
right.
It's lovely.
If you want to cruise and you don't have to go to DC, you don't have to go to Richmond,
Florida.
You don't have to go nowhere out of town. You can drive downtown to the downtown Norfolk waterfront and get you a cruise.
All aboard.
Yeah, all you got to do, if you feel like you deserve a cruise, just go on down there, but make sure you have the right credentials when you're taking these trips.
So Mr. E is going to present around the town with Everette Community News on our FYI After Dark. Those are going to be the segments that he's going to spearhead and he's bringing us some great news and things like that, sports news, local news, whatever, what's going on. And we would love for you all to make sure he gets all the tea in China. And so, if you have anything that you'd like to contribute to his topics and things like that, make sure you get to reach him, DM him, and he's also going to give numbers for contact. So, Mr. E, there's an event that's going on. A lot of people know about it, but I'm telling you, it just hit me by surprise. What is it, Mr. E?
I want to let Miss Hnton, I want to let everybody know, starting June the 27th. Starting June the 27th, listen, you don't want to miss it. 2025 is the Hnton Jazz Festival. That's right. The Hnton Jazz Festival is celebrating its 100-year anniversary at the Hampton University. The Jazz Festival, the Hnton Jazz Festival, has a rich history beginning in 1968 as a celebration of Hampton University 100 years anniversary. What started as one time an event became an annual tradition due to its popularity. Since 1970, the festival has been held at the Hampton Coliseum every year during the last 4 weekends in June.
Absolutely. Talking about bringing some great singers and instrumentalists and bands and things like that.
That's
It
right.
is absolutely marvelous.
They got the jazz, they got the pop, they got the blues, they got the soul, they got R&B, they got cultural events. They got drawing of 10,000 of loyal fans from across the nation to the Hampton Roads area.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about, and you can see folks who are celebrating. Like, for example, the only African American radio station owned and operated in the 757 comes brought to you by CBC, Christian Broadcasting Company, where we house WPCE 1400, WGPL 1350, Peace 95.3, WMVA 88.9. We're the only African American radio station owned and operated in the 757 and the 252 for over 50 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Marvelous, Mr. E. It's so much going on right here in our area. Mr. E, if you all want to hear more of what's going on in your community, Mr. E is going to be featured on FYI After Dark. We come on Mondays at 6 p.m. He would love for you to join those around the town that know what's going on.
That's
you
right.
can chime in, come in. He'll have people that will come on and talk about some of the issues and some of the things that are going on, as well as events.
That's right. To talk around the town, in the community, to let folks know. It was laid on my heart because there's so many folks that don't know what's happening in the 757 and the 252, whether good or bad. So when they go down to the polls, Miss Hnton, now they ought to be able to know who to vote for, know who's running, and know what's going on. Because sometimes you got to challenge your local congressman, your local mayor, to see the report that they are doing, so that you can say, my vote didn't go in vain.
Absolutely. Mr. E's going to hit on some things that we're talking about and everybody's talking about is tariffs. Don't you know, Mr. E, I heard today that Chesapeake, the city of Chesapeake is going to put real estate taxes going up as a result of some of this stuff that's going on with these tariffs. People want to know more about that and how it's going to affect them locally.
That's right. We'll give you more information about the tariffs also, Ms. Hnton, and let you know that when you look underneath your dishes in your home, you see the sign said made by China. They just got a tariff war going on between Trump and China, 150%.
I tell you what, we're going to discuss that and more. We also have some upcoming shows on Friday. We have Dr. Tanya Pash. She's going to come with community information. We are going to have her to tell us a little bit about the historical church that she pastors. She's a senior pastor, one of the senior pastors, and more. So don't forget Friday to join in on that show.
And don't forget to let our listeners know we got a great surprise. If you want to know more about immigration, we got a great man that's going to be coming our way to tell you, to teach you, to let you understand, because it's not just the Hispanic races that is involved. It's some of the folks from Africa and around the town that might have got here illegally or
legally. They're
right.
scooping those folk up. Some people are legal and they scoop them up too.
So you know what you need to do and how you need to prepare for those who that's thinking or fearing about immigration.
Look, don't forget to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. And we need you all to come over and chat with us and just subscribe to the channels. We want to see more of you all engaging in our programs, our morning show, as well as FYI After Dark. We want you all to really, really make sure you are bringing your speaking up and speaking out, bringing your opinions and things like that. We would love for you all to join us. And we have prepared some great things for you.
That's right. And that's what we want you to do. We want to bring all the great information that can be heard right here on live radio and also on our podcast on Mondays at 6 p.m.
Yes, look, we still gonna be doing sports talk.
That's right. The playoff for the NBA is right around the corner. So
Ooh,
if
are
you
you
got
ready?
an NBA team, I'm picking my team today.
Who?
I got 3 teams that I'm picking for the NBA.
Okay, tell us.
I got one that is not gonna make it. That's the Pelicans.
Pelicans.
I'm running with OKC.
Of course.
And them Warriors.
And the Warriors too.
And the reason why I'm running with the Warriors because Draymond Green.
Oh
and,
my God.
And Jimmy Butler.
Our 3 amigos. And who else?
And Steph Curry. They done made him out a bad boy. Bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the folk come looking for you?
I tell you what, we have a lot of shows. We have What's Under the Hat, issues concerning men, women's issues on Friday, serving that tea, and a lot more. Look, you all be blessed. Make sure you enjoy this beautiful day, and we'll see you back here on Fun Friday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton. I'm Ed Everette, the co-host. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor or intern of FYI, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. Or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WMVA 88.9 Peace, 95.3 FM, and WPCE 1400 AM. Don't forget, you can go to inboxes on FYI Facebook page, at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hnton's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page. If you like to be in our audience, all you have to do is email us and we email you back the date and time that you'll be able to appear as our audience by going to FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Have a wonderful day, okay? Bye now.
I grew up and began to see.
Oh, wow. We are so excited and thankful for what's going on. Mr. E is going to bring us all the tea in China, our community news on FYI After Dark. We continue to do our shows on the morning, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30. If you all have any suggestions, anything like that, make sure you inbox us.
Go ahead,
Mr. E.
That's what it's all about. We'll say good afternoon good morning, rather, to our good friend, Mr. Chris Hnton. Thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. And to a lot of you that'll sit back listening to FYI, make sure you say something.
Yes.
Don't just sit there without saying a word and enjoying the show. Hit us up and let us know how well we've been doing.
Absolutely. All our friends, all those that are taking the time to support us. We love you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channels. The links are on my personal page. Mr. E has also posted where you can find us on these different social media platforms so you can subscribe. And so, listen, we're just glad to be able to do this. I'm coming with hot topics and all kind of things for After Dark. Mr. E will have the community news. We'll continue with other things as well on that platform and as well on our FYI morning show. Mr. E, before we go, we want to remind you all to visit our sponsors at Bullvic Academy, BULVIC, bullvicacademy.com, and Beard Gods, BEARDGODZ. Mr. Chris Hnton is the owner. Go and check out products and things that he has. You can also be a special guest internal sponsor. Mr. E will serve that tea.
If you'd like to be a special guest, intern, or sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. That's 757-714-7861. Or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. That's right, FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Or you can inbox us on FYI Radio Show at Facebook or at whatever Facebook page, or Miss Yolanda, the lady at the Facebook page, and let us know that you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, and you got some news that you want to share to our community. We'd be more than happy to let you be a part of.
Well, I tell you what, be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll be back here on Friday.
That's right.
Join us and just continue to do what you do and do it well.
And our special guest will be Friday, Dr. Tanya Pass, and you don't want to miss what's happening on FYI. All right?
All right.
2 up, 2 down. The end.